Jay here. On tonight's edition of Beer on a Budget, we will be discussing Alright, for tonight's budget beer, we have another import. Our other one was Heineken. If you missed that, look around, you can find it. But this is Foster's. It's Australian, or it comes from Australia, excuse me. It actually is. It's Australian for beer, apparently by their beer ads. It comes in a 25.4 ounce can, which is the biggest, manliest feeling can I've ever felt in my hand in my life. This thing is huge. I mean, just gargantuan in size there. Anyway, so it's an American adjunct lager. Should taste pretty much like the rest is my guess, but we'll give it a try. Maybe it's a little better because they, number one, they use Pride of Ringwood hops, which is one of the few, if not the only, Australian grown variety of hop. They're added late in the brewing process, so there should be a lot of hop scent and flavor and aroma if it is added late like they say. And supposedly they use a very special strain of yeast that never goes skunky. So, of course, but some of these lighter beers, I like a little skunk to them. Anyway, it's Australian for beer, and I don't know a whole lot about the country of Australia other than what I see on the Discovery Channel. Apparently there's a deadly snake or a deadly spider or a deadly scorpion or something that can kill you approximately every 3.2 feet. So for every step you take, you run the chance of dying in Australia, is what I gather about their country. So they must need a really good beer to get through the day. Let's hope this is that beer. Well, it pours to a golden clear liquid that's carbonated a little on the light side for most of these styles of beer. The head actually seems to be somewhat lingering. It is slowly going down, but it's holding on better than most of these do. As you would expect, little or no lacing. An American adjunct lager is sort of a Pilsner, but it uses things that shouldn't go in a Pilsner. It smells like an adjunct lager. You can smell the corn or rice, whatever they decided to use, along with the Pilsner malt, and there is little to no hop aroma. There's no skunk aroma either, to their credit. Let's see how it tastes. Pretty much like the rest. It's a little harsh going down. It was almost smooth at first, but a little harsh going down. And I did forget to mention it has a 63 score from Beer Advocate and is 5% alcohol by volume. Yeah, not a whole lot great you could say about it. It's just your typical. It tastes like an American typical beer. Budweiser, Busch, you name them, they all taste pretty much the same. That's what this is tasting like. I don't find it to be very good at all. It may come in the bottom of those. It's harsh and tinny on the finish. A little bit bitter, but pretty much tastes like bitter water. Anyway, everybody's favorite part, find out if we can chug it. Really, what else are you going to do with one of these? If we've learned anything from reviewing budget beers, most of them don't taste good chugged, but maybe that's what you really want to do with them anyway, just get it over with. Here we go, bottoms up. I just had to struggle to get that one down, so Yes, it is chuggable, but oh god, the tinny, harsh, nasty aftertaste is just, this may be the worst for that out of any beer I've ever tried to chug. Oh, Red Stripe Lager had the same kind of rusty bucket of nails water flavor. Just awful. I don't, I got it down, and we'll call it chuggable, but barely chuggable. Anyway, as far as my ratings on this one go, we're going to give it a we're going to give it a 1-pack for sessionability. And I don't care if that's this giant oil can looking thing or a 12-ounce beer. It's not that good. And for overall, no, it ain't any better. It's going to get a 1-pack there as well. This is right up there with Icy Light. It's one of the worst beers I've ever had. Anyway, that being said, have a good night. In hindsight, this shouldn't be Australian for beer. This should be Australian for shit.